down to Mankato, you guys had some momentum, and you guys scored goals, but it just didn't translate to wins. What do you think is the reason it didn't get anything down there?
I think a couple things. Obviously the penalties. We took way too many penalties against a talented Minnesota State team. And then I think we also just kind of got away from what's been making us successful, and that's been playing good defensive hockey. And I think we've kind of got to the point where we were just like, you know what, Ate's just going to save the puck, and we started cheating in different areas of the ice, which we can't do, especially against a team like Minnesota State, and it's going to be also important against Michigan Tech. So we need to shore up our defensive game. That way we're not giving up those second, third opportunities. I mean, because Ate's going to make the first save, but when there's no one there to help him on rebounds or open nets, it's obviously not going to help us out.
With Ate trying to get the record, after that first goal happened on Friday, was it kind of like a refocus for you guys? Because Walt said he called a timeout to just congratulate Ate and what he did. Did you guys were able to just put the record out of your heads and just refocus on the game in general, or?
Yeah, I think for a moment it was kind of a disappointment, just because, I mean, Ate was the record, but it was also a team record too that we were really proud of, and when that goal just kind of almost depleted everyone for a second, like, because everyone was thinking we're gonna have a shutout forever now. But I think it was a smart timeout, because I think we regrouped after that. We ended up scoring a goal and tying it, and then we kind of got away from our game that whole first period, and they kind of took it to us. But the rest of the game got more even. But I think that first period maybe took us by shock that we were letting in goals, and we weren't really used to that, playing behind.
Do you think there's like a sense of urgency in the locker room, given that there's such a range of where you guys could finish basically in the playoffs or out of the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think this whole last segment of the season is February. We've kind of seen how close it really is. I think when the second half started, most people probably wouldn't think we'd be in the spot we are right now. But the standings are tight, and we know that these two games are huge. I mean, obviously our ultimate goal is to get into playoffs. Where we finish, I mean, I don't think we can get home at this point. So I think playing any of those teams is going to be a good test for us. But obviously we want to do the best we can, and we don't want to back into playoffs. So we want to go into the weekend trying to win both games.
Well, Walt, I think the simplest way to do it is you agree to a split with Tech, and I think you're both happy.
Yeah, I'm not looking to make them happy.
Yeah, I know.
It's a big weekend for us. We went down to Mankato last week, had a tough weekend. They're a very good team, and I think it gave us a real look at how we're going to have to play and what we're going to have to do to be successful here in the stretch. The truth for us is our playoffs start this weekend. We have to at least probably get one and maybe get two, and then so we're going to the weekend with that kind of mindset. We certainly feel that if we can get in the playoffs, that we can be a dangerous team, but our job right now is to get in.
In Minnesota State, I mean, it's an offensive juggernaut, but what exactly were they doing to allow them to score?
They just honestly, I thought it was the best team we played all year. They really came at us. Their forwards were exceptional. Their back end was exceptional. And if you're going to play a team like that to have success, you have to play a certain way. And I didn't think we did. We probably got a little bit caught in winning games and Ate's streak and some things that we probably should have been a little bit tighter on what we were doing.
Do you think, obviously, with those both streaks coming to an end, now your team can refocus? Obviously, coming into this big game.
I think it's probably. I mean, I would like to get a win there for sure, but I think it's probably a good deal if that's over, and we can now focus on what we have to do. It was an incredible streak for Ate, and for the team, nine games undefeated is a good streak. It's maybe as good as I've had here. I can tell you that really proud of those guys, and especially after the first half, we had to be able to come and do that and put ourselves in a position now to potentially get in the playoffs. But I think it's good that we can focus solely on winning and getting in.
Your offense was able to score, though, against them, and that has to be a positive.
I hope it continues. We had we didn't generate a lot of shots. It's one of the points of emphasis this week is to get more pucks at the net. But our power play, the group that we call our second group, with Loggins, Craighead, and Diamantoni, that group, those guys got 3 power play goals on Saturday night. So that was good, and I thought we did. There were some good things we did, but obviously not enough. They're a really, really good team, and I think the guys have to understand when you get in the playoffs, you know, the bad teams are quickly narrowed out of there, and you have to play against good teams and have success. And there's certain ways and certain things you have to do that.
A lot has changed since the last time you guys played, specifically with your team.
Yeah, I mean, Tech's good, and they're, you know, I give them credit, and they've done a good job up there. And but going into the game, I mean, they're our rival. That's not a secret, and that's something that we should embrace. And you know, I look forward to playing.
What are some keys you guys are focusing on, you know, heading into this weekend against a good Tech team?
Yeah, and they're going to be a tough team, so we know that, and we've expected that every time we've ever played them, and it's a weekend that you always look forward to. And we're looking at it as we've been growing, and 6 weeks ago we didn't think we were going to be in playoffs, and right now we're in a good position to make playoffs. And coming into this weekend, we know if we win one game, if we win 2 games, we're going to be in playoffs, or we're likely to be in playoffs. So we know that it's going to be a tough series, but there are games that we want to win and that we're all excited to win.
What do you take away from the first series that you guys had earlier in the season?
Yeah, we weren't the team that we are now. We're a lot better team now, and we learned a lot. We've grown a lot. A lot of our freshmen are stepping up now. We have guys that are playing really well that maybe weren't playing so well at the beginning of the year, and everybody's really turned around. I think all of our systems are really working for us, and we're playing within those systems. So I think that series may not be the judge of what this coming series is going to be, because we're a much different team now. So we're excited for it.
And it's the last home game for the seniors, and you kind of feel like you want to win this one for them too.
Yeah, I mean, you always want to win against Tech. That's not really something that anybody's ever questioning. We're always trying to beat them. So the seniors, they've had a great career, I think. Overall, the seniors that we have on our team are great players, are great people. So it's going to be sad to see them go, but they're going to be looking for a big win, big couple weekends coming up here to finish their careers out.
Given that it's a rivalry night, crowd's going to be really, really wild. How are you guys going to be able to feed off of that to come up with a win?
Well, that's definitely going to help. If we got a bunch of our fans there and they're loud, and it's definitely a lot better to play in that atmosphere. I mean, last year when we opened up against Tech, I mean, we came out flying, and just because of the crowd, I think it helped a lot. You just kind of get into the game a little bit more. So we're hoping for a big outcome in the fans, and that'll help us lead us to victory for the first game of the weekend.
And it's the last home game for the seniors. I guess you can talk about what have the seniors taught you, and what do they mean to you in terms of your development this season?
The seniors, they've led by example pretty well since I've been here. I mean, I've learned a lot of things from the seniors because, I mean, we've had a lot of ups and downs, and how they react to those situations helped me learn from them in that way. I feel like when things are going bad, you just gotta stick with it, and things will get better, like so far this year.